Hello, welcome back. So it's been about a month, a week, and a few days since the last devlog. I would like to talk about cutscenes today because I've done them, as well as a few other features that were just sort of on the to-do list, and I did them on accident, sort of. Um, so yeah, the first of all, I want to look at the background and mention that this is what you'll see if your data is progressed to layer 1. So yeah, this is the very beginning. Your background will change depending on how far you are into a level as well. I'm considering. I don't know if I'll do that. We'll see. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm gonna play on this slot. This slot has no progress, so we went straight to the beginning of the game. I'm still messing with the lighting. I'm not too good at it, but, you know, we're getting there. This one is at, like, nighttime. There's the moon right there. But yeah, so today I would like to show off dialogue as well as cutscenes. You know, they're sort of hand in hand. I spent a good amount of time on them. Honestly, or on it honestly, a little bit too much time, I'd say. It's sort of way too polished, but whatever. I liked it. I had fun making it, so I just sort of went all out, and it looks cool. But first, before we get to that, actually, I want to show you the jump boost, which is something I didn't show off last time. So here we are, some particles around my legs. Whoa! There's a funny sound too. But yeah, it's in the game. I'm gonna clear it though. And yeah, let's just get into dialogue. So the first dialogue I'll show you is a test dialogue, so it's not going to be in the game. But here, when I walk up, the bird sort of flies in and fades away when I leave. And I can press E when I get close. He says, "Hey, what are you looking at?" And then he continues talking. The camera can change, and I'll show this off here. When I have a choice, I'm going to click, "No, I'm looking at that portal over there." He's going to make me look at that portal over there. He says, "Don't go in there, it's dangerous." He calls me an idiot. And there we go. So yeah, that's the dialogue. So a lot happened there. I'm still working on the animations and the sound effects. It's kind of really quiet right now. I don't know if you can even hear him speak. I'm going to turn it up just in case you can't. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think his expressions are fun and make him a likable character. Oh, I forgot to explain. The bird is going to be a reappearing character throughout this game. He is going to be like your tutorial guy, and he's going to explain things to you as well as make suggestions and stuff like that, or maybe give you insights on stuff. But yeah, this is not where you meet him. This is again just a test dialogue. So let's go to where you actually meet him, which is the cutscene up here. So cutscenes are going to work like this in the game. When you hit the trigger, which you can see right there is that like blue box, it will add to your data once it's done. Once it's in your data, you can't see it ever again. And again, that's only when you complete the cutscene. If you die during it or leave the game or something like that, it doesn't. You have to go through the cutscene again. So that way, in case you miss something important, you don't actually miss it. You can go back and see it. But yeah, let's go check out this cutscene. This is the first one in the game. It may be changed because I may add like a bridge section here, so that way you see it sooner. But yeah, let's just get to it. Now, something I'd like to say before I continue. I might pause your speedrun timer while you're in a cutscene. I don't know if that's common in the speedrunner world. I don't know if people keep the timer going during cutscenes or not. But yeah, I don't know. I sort of don't like seeing it when the camera takes away or makes the dialogue transparent. But I don't know. So he asks if we're from around here, and he has some expressions. I'm just going to continue going through the dialogue. So here we go. So that's the end of the cutscene. I'm going to add more animations or more expressions to his character at that final segment. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is, because I've spent quite a bit of time on this for like a week straight, working on this goofiness. But yeah, as you can see, it doesn't activate when I enter the trigger. Now, yes, the trigger is a part, so you can, you know, get around it if you're smart, for some of them. But yeah, so that's the dialogue, the cutscenes, the jump boost. The only thing I have really left to show is the beginning to Layer 1 as well as the portal, which I'll show here. Before I touch the portal, I'd like to mention that I've now added a scoring system to the game, meaning you can get a perfect rank on a level, like that is possible. But the only way that is possible is to not have any deaths in a session, meaning like when you load in, if you have no deaths, then you're good. And you need to meet a certain time requirement. The way it works is that there's a certain time where if you get under that amount of time, you get no points knocked off your score. Then if you're in between that time and that time times 1.3 or something like that, then you get like a point knocked off your score. And for each point you go down a letter grade. So you really don't want any deaths, because any deaths will knock you down 1 per death. And then the time also has its own scoring removing system. So essentially you want to get within a certain time and no deaths. But if you have deaths, you want to aim for a good time on a run. And if you have good time or bad time, you want to aim for no deaths, right? So it doesn't matter if you have high numbers in either, you're going to have a low score. It doesn't really have an impact in the game. It's just whether or not you want to be a completionist or not. I may add something in the future for it to actually be useful. But yeah, as you can see, I have no deaths, but I am most certainly past the time limit. The allocated time for this level is like a minute, which is way more than you need if you're trying to perfect it, right? But yeah, let's see what my score is, I guess. So here's the portal cutscene. You can click through these as they're appearing to like make them go quicker. But yeah, as you can see, I got a D, which you can easily get an S rank is the highest rank you can get. You can easily get that on the first level. On the second level, or on the actual first level, it's probably not going to be that difficult, but it will most certainly ramp up per level. So we're going to continue. So here we are in Layer 1. I'm not going to go much further past this room, but here is the beginning room. It has some stuff scribbled on the walls, and you're in a sort of weird temple. Auk is still working on this, so we're going to get back to this in another video. But I'm super proud of him, and I'm having a lot of fun working with what he's giving me. And yeah, it's looking good. Also, these images might change, so don't really pay too much attention to them. But yeah, so that'll be the end of today's video. I expect to maybe have another one out in like a week. It's not going to touch on much, really, compared to this one. It's going to be like checkpoints and maybe some other basic features. But yeah, I think the game is shaping out way nicer than it did before. Though, I will mention something. I do have like this feeling that I could always do better, and it's sort of like that feeling when I had the second version of the game when I wanted to remake it, and then I did. So I'm just going to try to hold that back, because I really don't want to waste more time remaking the remake of the remake. I'm good for now, okay? I think I just need to get in there and start making stuff, so I can put into levels and just see how it flows. In terms of the ability, if you would like to play this current version of the game, you can just sort of do it. It's up. I don't know which group it's under. I think it's under one of my groups called Shenanigans. So if you would like to test it out, go ahead and test it out. Let me know what you think of this level so far. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day. See ya.